What's up, guys? This is Mike Loris with another set from the Premier League Season 4. This is going to be between Team Liquid on the Radiant and Team Empire on the Dire. Both of these teams have already played one set. Team Liquid went up against Dignitas, and spoilers, they beat Dignitas, and Team Empire went up against Absolute Legends, and more spoilers, Team Empire beat Absolute Legends. So I guess this is kind of the winner's progression, as it were. But anyway, these two teams, incredibly strong. Empire, a relatively new team, as is Liquid. But so far, since their formation, they have both been extremely solid. And wow, okay, gonna go over that a little bit later. But bans looking pretty normal. We got to ban out that Wisp against Empire. They're one of the original teams to really use the Wisp extremely heavily, and they used it very, very well. Nyx as well as Keeper, kind of given bans, and the Gyrocopter, rather stable first ban as well, but I'm sure Empire have seen the games of Liquid that they've played against Dignitas, and Korok's Gyrocopter was pretty scary. Team Empire, with the bans that going the way they are, obviously going to pick up the Batrider first, probably going to go towards the mid lane. Team Liquid, on the other hand, they're going to pick up both the Clockwork and the Puck. Now, Liquid's picking up some solid heroes. I mean, these heroes are seeing more and more play. Puck, because he is just so difficult to kill, and Clockwork because he allows you to hold down that hard lane. The thing is, though, these heroes are never really prioritized over other heroes. Like, the first three picks, you usually want to pick up the Batrider, the Keeper, those types of heroes that could make a huge, huge difference. Maybe like an Undying or a Magnus, or, you know, Lifestealer, heroes that are really highly prized. But Clockwork is one of those heroes that usually survives the second round, and if you're going to ban out mid-lane heroes, well, Puck sometimes comes up, but it's usually like more around the lines of the Queen of Pain. Regardless, with these two heroes, Team Liquid will get themselves a lot of... Whoa! Okay, screw that thought. Team Empire going to go with the Darkseer. Yeah, we all know Darkseer, long lane, etc., etc., but I did not know that this game was played after Silencer was introduced into CM mode, and that is just... Wow, okay. So Silencer, as you all know, got recently changed. His last word was an aura that silenced when you cast spells, now is a nuke of sorts that also has a silence and possible disarm attached to it. And this is the first game that I've seen Silencer being picked up in, because he is new to the the tournament mode. He was released a while ago, but you know, you usually want to wait for heroes to be balanced a little bit before you release it to the competitive scene. Team Empire picking up that Silencer. Ooh, okay, so they could choose to run it as a support hero, in which case Team Liquid would probably want to ban out some of the harder carries, Lifestealer, CK, in the next ban phase. Or Team Empire could choose to lane this to have the Silencer run as a #1 position, have Bull Your Brain run him and get a lot of farm on the Silencer and just do a lot of damage that way. Both of these are pretty much viable on the Silencer. Which one is stronger? It's really hard to say. Really, the only difference is that you get maybe a little more stats, and you get a little bit more Curse of the Silent if you're going for a support Silencer. But one Glaives of Wisdom, you want to max out that last word. 300 damage is no joke. Team Empire opening up with the fabulous purple Silencer, as well as the Darkseer, so they have a good amount of lane control. But all three of these heroes are capable of soloing lane, Silencer more so the mid lane. But what I think we're going to see from Empire is the Darkseer, just going to be hitting the jungle for a couple levels, try to get that soul ring up. Batrider most likely going to go mid towards the Puck lane. Team Liquid, well, I guess I'll return to the point I was originally trying to make. They have a very, very large initiation range. Clockwork with that hookshot, Puck with that Illusory Orb, and eventual Blink Dagger. And if you are going up against a Silencer, which Team Liquid, I'm sure they didn't expect to be up against Silencer, but they are, having these heroes that can get right in the face of Silencer and lock him down before he can get anything off, that is what you want to do. That's what you need to do. Because if you take too long, if the Silencer is in the back, just firing off all his spells, throwing glaives, using that ultimate, then he is going to mess you up. But if you get right in his face, then that is how you shut down the Silencer, and Clockwork could do that, Puck could do that. So Team Liquid have picked up some heroes that are pretty good counters to Silencer. Of course, if the Silencer does get the jump on the Clockwork and Puck, like if Team Empire is the one initiating, then the fact that the Silencer is packing Global Silence means that Puck is going to be completely useless, means that Clockwork is just going to be a nice metal punching bag, and of course Shadow Demon's not going to have a fun time either. So Team Empire, they still need to ban out some carry heroes. That's probably what Team Liquid's going to look to pick up. They need someone who can just sit there and do the damage, especially when silenced. The pool of those heroes is relatively slim, But you know, you could find someone. There's always like Void or something like that who you delay the Chronosphere, but hell, he's gonna be bashing people left and right. Team Empire going to ban out the Visage, one of Team Liquid's heroes. Fluff and Stuff plays a good one. Put him in a tri-lane, Shadow Demon, Visage, and you know, X carry hero. You're gonna have a good lane there, as well as the Enchantress being banned out. So really, they're just getting rid of all of Fluff's heroes. Team Liquid, on the other hand, banning the Bane Elemental, one of the go-to supports for Team Empire. Very good setup for a tri-lane. If they wanted lane like that, I don't know. Silencer is a hero that excels with a lot of experience in gold. He doesn't need a lot of either, but if you get a lot on him, then he'll do phenomenally. So Team Liquid looking to ban out all these tri-lane heroes. Keeper of the Light is banned out, but Bane as well as Undying. Classic pickups if you're going to be going for a tri-lane. Team Empire, they just want to have someone to protect the Silencer if they are going to run it in the carry role, which I think it probably will be better. I mean, Silencer doesn't really have any CC. The disarm and silence attached to last word is nice and everything. But as a support, you really want to be kind of fast, have a little bit more ability. Shadow Fiend, I think, has 300 movement speed. I'm not too sure about that, but he offers good setup. He has that disruption to save his allies or to set up on his enemies. Silencer is just a straight up nuker, and the silence attached to that silence isn't really the most reliable effect that you want on your spell if you're going to be playing a support role. You want to stun, you want to slow. And Silencer doesn't have any of that, so I'm thinking that Team Empire is probably leaning towards Silencer as a farmer. Team Empire also going to ban out Lifestealer as Team Liquid's last carry. So the pool of carries getting a little bit slim, but they should still be fine to pick up really a wide array of carry heroes. Faceless Void, hell, even Anti-Mage if they want to. Get right into the Silencer's face and burn his mana. Could be fun stuff there. So Team Liquid, what is going to be their last ban? The Silencer is definitely not making them hesitate all too much. They seem to know that Team Empire wants to lane the Silencer in a tri-lane capacity, which is why they're banning out these heroes. We're going to see if that actually works out for them. Silencer is going to be getting free farm if Team Empire does not lane it in the aggressive.
5 seconds remaining.
If they lane the Silencer in a safe lane, Clockwork can't really do much against Silencer. Break is going to be the last pick, getting rid of another support hero. Very solid tri-lane hero because you get that crowd control effect. And as of late, teams have been heavily favoring going for offensive tri-lanes or clashing tri-lanes together. And Silencer, he could offer a little bit. He does some pretty heavy damage early on, and even though he may not have CC that Lifestealer or CK offer, the damage he puts out could be substantial.
10 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid has to make sure to pick up heroes that aren't too reliant on those clutch spells. Something like a Magnus will probably not work as well in this game, just because Silencer is there. If you see someone skewering in, you just silence them. Team Empire, they're actually going to pick up the Luna. So with that pick, that kind of tells me that Silencer is going to be taking a more support role. In which case, Team Liquid's bans, well, not as effective. But I guess that's the beauty of the Silencer. You could play him in either role, and it could work either way. So Team Empire, you're going to have that Luna, going to get that primary farmer. They do have quite a large amount of team fight, a huge amount actually. Initiation coming from Batrider, then you have Darkseer with all his stuff, Luna with the Eclipse, and Silencer with all of his stuff.
5 seconds remaining.
Team Liquid, their initiation is pretty good, but other than that, they don't have all that much. Going to pick up the Earthshaker. So they're going to get a little bit more team fight, so I do feel this game is going to come right down to the team fights. But Silencer against Earthshaker, I don't know, that Global Silence is going to be extremely rough on that Shaker. That is, of course, if the Silencer gets it off at the right time. And that is also going to only become a problem for the Earthshaker once, until the Shaker gets his Blink Dagger. Once Shaker gets his Blink Dagger, he should be fine to initiate, or at least follow up with that Echo Slam. Team Empire, the last pick, is going to be that Jakiro, so another supporty hero. So it looks like it's going to be Jakiro and Silencer taking on the support role, unless they want to do something weird with the Batrider. And Team Liquid, their last pick is going to be the Juggernaut, so get a little bit of magic immunity going. All those spells will not work on him. Juggernaut is going to be going to have to worry about the Batrider lassoing him through the Blade Fury, but other than that, it should be fine. Very interesting. Okay. So Empire, they're going to have Silent on the Jakiro, Blow Your Brain on the Luna, so Blow Your Brain is the hard carry for Empire. Going to be farming that up. Go Black is on the silencer, usually plays the 4 role on Team Empire, so yeah, it is going to be a support silencer, so we'll see how that goes. Funnick is on the Darkseer, and Scandal is going to be playing that Batrider. On Liquid side, well, they've picked up a lot more as far as control in those fights. Earthshaker as well as Juggernaut. Some pretty good team fight and also some pretty good pushing. It's going to be Bulba playing that Clockwork, probably heading towards that hard lane, and Korok is actually going to be the one playing the puck. Korok typically is the hard carry player for Liquid, although TC as well as Korok used to play the hard carry role on their teams. TC on what is it called? Oh, come on. Complexity. TC, yeah, Complexity, TC used to play the hard carry, and Korok on Quantic. But on Liquid, they typically switch roles just a little bit. IX Mike on the Shadow Demon, Fluff and Stuff on the Earthshaker, and I believe that is all of them. So Liquid, they are going to rely on this Juggernaut to do the damage late game, whereas Empire going to rely on the Luna. But then once again, it's going to come down to those team fights. I really want to see what the Silencer is going to do as far as the early stage of the game is concerned, because that's one of the big problems for Silencer. Is like how do you handle him in the early game? Looks like he's just going to take a standard support kit and then move out. Yeah, he's even going to pool a couple of restoratives to the Luna. So yeah, Go Black's going to get a little bit of restoration. Silent is also going to be heavy on that restoration as well. So it looks like it's going to be a defensive tri-lane for Empire and a defensive tri-lane for Liquid. It's going to be a farming Luna versus a farming Juggernaut. And with a Juggernaut, you don't really want to be farming all that much. He is very, very strong when farmed, but you want to make use of that Blade Fury. You want to get good use of the healing ward, try to push down some towers. They're going to have a small opening in the early game where the, well, no, they're actually switching up the lanes, so it is going to be a tri-lane versus tri-lane. I do have to favor the Juggernaut on this one. IX Mike has a whole bunch of setup and fluff and stuff with the Fissure, has a huge cast range on that. That is all to buy time for Juggernaut to close the distance and get that spin off. Blur Brain, very, very fragile, won't be able to stand up to that. Silent, a little bit more tanky, but still won't be able to stand up for that. And Go Black, well, last word won't really help you at level 1 when everyone only has one spell. Hello, Fluff, thank you. I do love me a Bastion announcer. The tri-lane versus tri-lane, I do think that Liquid should have a little bit of an edge there. Top lane is going to be Funnick, starting off in the lane from level 1, and Bulba constantly firing off those rocket flares. Probably going to head towards the top lane as well. Clockwork will be able to survive at least for a little bit. I really look towards Funnick to dominate this lane. He's not going to have any pulls available to him, but just the sheer fact that it's going to be melee versus melee, and, well, one of the melees is Darkseer, gives the Empire top lane a little bit more power. And mid lane you have the Batrider versus the Puck. Should be a relatively tame battle there as well, at least for a couple of levels. Batrider, maybe when he gets to level 3, level 5, could look to a kill on Korok, and Korok is mostly going to concentrate on just staying alive. You can see already starting with the Tar and a good deal of aggression. Scandal, not going to bullshit around. He's saying if you want to stick in this lane, you're going to have to stick with all these Tar stacks. But Korok, he knew that this Batrider was coming mid. He's already packing that magic stick. So he's going to be recharging up a lot of mana, a lot of health. Of course, he doesn't have anything to use the mana on quite yet. This is a pretty good warding from both teams. Sentry wards, trying to get rid of this Observer ward from Team Empire. A little bit out of range. I don't know if they actually picked up an Observer ward kill already. No, they didn't. Well, they already burned 2 Sentry wards, and they already have and they still have their pull block. So either way, a little bit of a failure with the Observer, with the sentries in Liquid situation, which is going to weaken this lane substantially. You can see IX Mike already going to take that silence as well as the disarm. That is a sizable chunk of damage for a level 1 spell. 150, that is pretty freaking ridiculous. There goes the spin, opening up already. Gonna go for Blow Your Brain, but IX Mike taking a lot of damage. Fissure gonna fly through. Silence and Blow Your Brain both taking heavy damage. Blow Your Brain is gonna get first blood, but he's going to drop in exchange. Fluff and Stuff trying to get ahead of Silence to do a little bit of body blocking. He doesn't have any cooldown for that Fissure, and TC not quick enough to actually kill that Chikikuro. So it's gonna be 1 for 1, but Empire taking first blood. Shadow Demon hit hard by that level 1 last word. Level 1, 150. Usually level 1 spells are like 75 damage, right? 75 on one person as opposed to 150, but now another Fissure onto Go Black. Stick around for a little bit too long. Blade Fury will do him in. TC even doing some damage to blow your brain as well. Ice Path is going to land, however. TC taking some heavy damage. Stout Shield should keep him alive, and he does have a salve, so he's going to be just fine. You can see that aggressive capability coming out from Liquid. Fissure, perfect setup for the Juggernaut spin. And if that isn't good enough, then you also have a Disruption. So Fissure / Disruption setting up for Juggernaut, who is going to be maxing out the Blade Fury. Not going to be doing any weird Blade Dance maxing like we saw in the one of those other games. I honestly can't remember, where Juggernaut went heavy into the Blade Dance. I think that might have actually been Empire. I don't know. You can see Juggernaut going to get roughed up really, really hard by this. Boom. That is a lot of damage, plus a disarm. It's going to hurt Juggernaut a lot. That's a level 1 spell. I still can't believe that, honestly. Oh, there's the Disruption. Even more setup spin. A little bit premature, but the Ice Path holds out Fluffer just a little bit more. Fissure not going to land, but the Blade Fury, level 2 on that, is going to do enough damage to kill off the Luna for the second time. Yeah, she got the first blood, but now she's starting to bleed a little bit. And TC, 201. Only 5 CS because he can't really get close to the Silencer Jakiro combination. But hey, who needs CS when you can kill the enemy hero over and over again? I'm sure he'll be okay with that. Now has his boots, whereas Luna does have her boots. Silent and Go Black, though, are both bootless. IX Mike looking for another initiation, though. Juggernaut this time does not have enough mana for the Blade Fury. He does have stick charges, though, so he could pop those and then start spinning. Really what Liquid want to do with this lane is just constantly kill off Blow Your Brain, making sure that every single creep kill he gets is lost. And so far they've been doing a pretty good job, and they're going to go for round number 3. Fissure from long range, not going to happen. The Curse of the Silent doing some pretty heavy damage to Juggernaut's mana pool, most importantly at this point. I don't think Empire actually have the capability to go aggressive unless it's onto IX Mike. Because really the Earthshaker's tanky enough to withstand some of those nukes, but just Shadow Demon, 400 HP right now. He can get nuked down, and it's not going to be one of those like sustained, long, drawn out kind of engagements. It's going to be kill the Shadow Demon, move back. Because if they stick around for too long, then TC is going to start spinning. We already saw that Empire cannot withstand TC spinning. Curse of the Silent, though, being leveled up, level 2 on that spell. TC lost all his mana there. Taking some heavy nuking damage as well. Exactly what I was talking about.
Thanks.
But Juggernaut is going to be funneled some restoratives, both the Clarity as well as the Salve. They want to stick on this lane. And missing something in the mid lane. Korok getting roughed up just a little bit. Magic Stick, though, or Magic Wand, rather, will allow him enough health and mana to survive that. So now I got to watch both the mid lane and the bottom lane, but really, single moment on the bot lane, I can miss something big. There's a spin already starting off. Doesn't want to lose any more mana. Silent is slow to a crawl. He's going to drop to the spin. 2 in the Ice Path, though, but TC is still working on to go. Black Blade Brain going to try to get a kill onto IX Mike, who is going to survive with those Magic Stick charges. So Liquid get yet another kill. 3rd kill for TC. And every time they get a kill, Empire, they teleport back to the lane. That's a lot of gold they lose. Not just from dying, but, 135. Not a huge amount in the late game, but right now when you're sitting at 50 gold, 500 gold, that is a lot of gold to be spending on teleportation. But really they need to do it. I mean, they really have no alternative. Once Juggernaut moves forward, you need to disable him. Fortunately for Empire, it's just not working out so far. Fortunately for Empire, though, mid lane is going very well. Batrider, played by Scandal no less, is doing very well in this mid lane versus Korok. Level 6 versus the level 6 Batrider, so even on levels, Batrider definitely has a very large edge as far as the gold is concerned. Let's take a look at this top lane. Bulba, 18 for 1 versus Funnest, 34 for 5. So pretty much exactly what I predicted. Darkseer, with being that melee hero versus another melee hero, is going to have a pretty good edge in this top lane. So Liquid, although they're doing very well in the bottom lane, will it be enough to actually carry out this game? Once Juggernaut gets to level 6, we see a little bit more aggression onto this bottom lane, maybe get 2 kills instead of 1. But Empire right now, they're just building up towards the mid game, whereas Liquid, they're a little more focused on the late. They don't really have the mid game power because Puck isn't getting as much, and Juggernaut is really the focus of all the farm. And yes, he could have an impressive mid game showing. That's a lot of weight to put onto TC's back, especially now since we see a Batrider moving towards the bot lane. TC, you gotta be careful. Single point of Ice Path, slow him down just a little bit. He does have Omni Slash now, and looks like Scandal's forced to back out, go back to the mid lane. Try to find some more farm. Hell, possibly get a kill onto Puck. TC 20 for 2 versus Blow Your Brains 24 for 7. So Empire's definitely farming a lot better around the map, except right now they got to worry about this. TC going to run forward one more time for the spin. Go Black is going to get shredded down with the Fisher as well to help out. Ix Mike taking a little bit of damage. Lucent Beam won't be enough to kill him. Fluff in a little bit of trouble as Funnick has teleported in. The Ion Shell should shred the Earthshaker, but also we have Korok teleporting in. He's going to go for Silence Omni Slash onto Funnick. Not going to be able to do enough, but the right click should be enough. There we go. TC with a double kill. Korok getting 2 in the Dream Coil. Silence is going to drop very, very low, but here comes the Scandal. TC getting lassoed up as well as the Lucent Beam. TC's going to burn to this. No, Majesty charges might keep him alive. Not going to be enough. 37 HP will be enough for Luna to wipe him down. And Ice Mike as well, burned down by the Scandal's Firefly. Korok still alive. Scandal teleporting everyone in. Whereas we see the Clockwork a little bit late to the party. Does still have a smoke on him. Maybe looking towards a follow-up kill on this bot lane. Blow Your Brain, 600 HP. Does have an Eclipse, however. He's got to watch out. Even Korok got to be very, very careful. There's the Eclipse burn. Korok is going to drop to this. He doesn't have phase shift. He's going to live, actually. Bulba is going to set up with the Cogs, with the Battery Assault. Blow Your Brain trapped in the Cogs. He's going to drop to a Flare. Korok barely living. Skin of his teeth. Bulba missing the hook shot there. But hey, no one saw that. We're fine. Everything worked out well in the end. You got a free kill on the enemy carry. So Liquid, they're farming lots of heads. But at a certain point, you need to get the creep kills as well. And TC is getting that. He's going to head towards drums, so he's going to look towards powering up the Liquid mid game. We see how large that impact Scandal had, being that level 8, as well as being a Bat Rider in general. Early game, you could do a lot of work as the Bat Rider, especially in those situations where everyone is kind of scattered out. Now we might see a little bit of tower destruction in this bot lane. TC and Ix Mike. 2 points in that healing ward, forcing out TC's Blade Fury, so no aggression could come towards the heroes for another 18 seconds. But Ix Mike and TC, they could make a kill happen on this lane by themselves. Bulba has moved towards the mid lane. Scandal looking to open up onto Bulba. Gonna flame break him right into the net. Beautiful play by Scandal. Gonna stack up that tar. Where's the Ice Path? They might not even need it. The Ice Path is going to be there. Liquid Bulba walks right into that. He has a hook shot. He's gonna try to get out of there. He's gonna latch onto a creep. He's gonna live just barely. There's a Dream Coil on Silence as well as Scandal once again. And TC shredding down Scandal. Blend him, blend him, blend him. Silent very low as well. The right clicks from TC will be enough. And Clockwork, he is tanky, 1000 HP just with a stout shield. He lives just barely. Good hook shot onto those creeps. And then of course we had Korok and TC teleporting in to help out as well. So Liquid, they're getting the edge on Empire every turn as far as the hero fights are concerned. But still Empire, they're finding their farm through the creeps, which is why we see the gold earn still in favor of Empire. They're just getting that much more farm, but the experience from the hero kills really in favor of Liquid. Earthshaker left on this bottom lane for just a little while, as is Go Black. But Silencer in this 1v1 situation is going to definitely have the edge. Earthshaker is mostly just looking to absorb some experience, get to that level 6. He wants that Echo Slam, but he's got to be careful because Scandal's coming down. We also have Funnick in the area, but no, Fluff and Stuff is just going to piece on out of there. Ix Mike, you don't want to be walking in this direction, bro. This is a bad direction to be walking in. Now he does see Funnick, and I'm sure they know that Bat Rider is missing, as is Luna. Looks like instead aggression is going to come towards the mid lane. Hook shot, as well as Cogs, but Silent was pushed out for some reason. TC going to find Scandal as well as Funnick. TC, you got to get out of there, bro. He is just barely going to get out of there. Vacuum into a possible flame break into a lasso. Maybe a little bit too much of a combo. This tower taking some damage. The Aura from Blow Your Brain doing work. Flare is going to fly. Hoping to harass Empire back. And Ix Mike and TC on the front lines. They also have the Bulba as well as the Earthshaker here. Funnick, what are you doing there, bro? You are going to get so creep blocked. This spin is going to shred him down. Healing ward on the floor as well. Not being killed. There it goes, finally. But Bulba's going to die immediately to the Luna. Took a full face of Eclipse, I believe. 4 people in that Dream Coil. It's going to do heavy damage, but it's not actually going to kill anyone. The Shadow Poison's still stacking up. Fluff and Stuff on the sidelines. Has one more Fisher. Could get a double. There is one Fisher, and he's going to help Ix Mike actually get a triple. Scandal is going to get away. No, he's not. Disruption. There is enough mana for that. Stick charges as well as the Orb. There's the Echo Slam from Fluff. And Empire gets completely wiped in this fight. The team fight from Liquid coming together. Whereas Empire, they were on the run from the beginning. Fluff threw out 2 very, very good Fishers, as well as having that Echo Slam to cap it all off. And Ix Mike with maxed out Shadow Poison. not interested in the setup. They're just going to go straight up nuking damage for this Shadow Demon. Korok 4 on the Dream Coil, not to be underestimated either. Did heavy damage to Empire and kept them in place. Empire, did he use the Eclipse? Yeah, Luna did use the Eclipse. I believe it was mostly absorbed by the Clockwork. Clockwork will take 4 beams to kill him, I believe. We have 300, 25%. It should, yeah, it'll take all 4 beams to kill the Clockwork with the amount of HP that he has. And the Magic Wand, he might even live from that. So Clockwork ate that one for the team. Really burned a lot of damage out from the Luna that would have come onto someone else. So Liquid feeling pretty good this game, 15-6. That should put the gold advantage in their lead, as it does. Experience still climbing in the way of, what are you doing there, Courier? Why are you here? Run! Run! Not towards the tower. I have no idea why the Courier is here. I blame IX Mike. One punch, not going to be enough. Courier is going to live. Maybe. Oh, this is great. I love this. Vacuum killing off the trees, and the Courier is just going to hide. Oh no, oh, it's going to be close. Yes, okay, IX Mike. You gotta be careful with that, man. You gotta be careful. I don't know why no one was over here, so it's not like the Courier could have been like traveling this way. I have no idea why the Courier was there. Just a little bit of miscontrol apparently. But look on the bright side for Liquid. They spent absolutely nothing to waste the time of Empire for like a good 20-30 seconds. Scandal wasn't farming. Funnick was drawn off the lane, burned a lot of mana, a lot of spells for free. It was really close and accidental, but hey, that's the way it worked out. Juggernaut now with an Omni Slash. Gotta watch out for that vacuum. Mid lane taking a little bit of heat. But Empire, they're reluctant to initiate just on this Juggernaut. They don't know where anyone else is. More importantly, Bulba and IX Mike. Yes, they see Korok on the top lane, as well as Fluff on the bot. Teleportation support is coming in. Fortification is not available for Liquid right now, and Silent taking a couple tower shots. Now what do you want to have happen? Shadow Poison starting to stack up, and here comes the flares, then off the creep wave. Empire, they gotta fall back. Bulba doesn't have the hook shot either, but the Purge onto Go Black, that's gonna be the initiation. Global Silence is going to stop the spin halfway, and the Macro Pyre plus the Ice Path. TC is gonna get drawn into the tower. He's gonna burn down to this one. Disruption, trying to buy himself a little bit more time, but TC, I don't feel good about your chances, bro. Omni Slash is going to do a little bit of damage, but not actually enough to kill anyone. That's going to be it. Earthshaker as well as the Juggernaut die. Korok should be fine from this. I was not aware that Global Silence stops Juggernaut from spinning. Seems a little bit silly to me, but hey, that worked out. If Juggernaut managed to get that full duration spin, that would have been completely different. Now a lot of my analysis in the early game is also a little bit different. Global Silence, a counter to the Juggernaut because he can't spin. Means no magic immunity. It's the most important thing. I was not aware of this. Very, very interesting development. Silencer might be a little bit more viable than I thought he was. I don't know if TC is surprised or not, but he's definitely has to consider his play style right now. Usually you could just go right in with the spin, and it's a pretty much free kill unless they have a roar or something like that. There's a net. There's a lasso, I mean, on the other end. There's a Global Silence on the other end. The tower looks like it is going to be denied. Fissure going to slow him down, and the creeps are not going to get it. Korok going to get vacuumed back in, and he is silenced. He is disarmed. He cannot do anything right now. Now he has a spell, but the wall is up. Darkseer gets a free kill on the puck. Empire taking a couple kills here and there. TC going to push down the bot lane. Meanwhile, Blurbrain pushing out the top lane. TC, you got to get out of here right now. Doesn't have the spin to TP. He's going to get lassoed immediately. Ice Path as well. TC has to spin right now, but the Eclipse even being burned. Lots of ultimates to kill one, possibly two. It's going to be two. And Liquid's sticking around for a little bit too long. Empire with that teleportation support, being very efficient about how they actually reinforce their towers. And Empire picking up a couple more kills. And if Liquid start losing the kill lead, then what else do they have? They don't have the farm lead. It's going to be all of the lead going towards Empire. You can see Mech up on the Darkseer, whereas the Clockwork just has a Buckler. Funnick's doing a lot better than his lane opponent, or previous lane opponent. Scandal even has a Blink Dagger, whereas Puck, another 700 gold away from that item. Teleportation coming in. Looks like Liquid want to contest this. Korok already used his orb within the creep wave though, and they gotta watch out for this blink dagger. Lasso's not up. There's the latch in from Bulba, gonna go straight onto Go Black. Fisher as well. Fluff, do you have your ultimate? He does, but there's no real opportunity to get in close. He's gonna go in close, gonna go for Scandal, but Scandal popping off those magic charges should be alive. One more right click is going to kill the silencer, and Lucent Beam killing off the Puck. Fluff sitting in the fire and flames. He's gonna die. Omni Slash though, gonna get 2 immediately. Disruption onto the darks here. He's gonna waste a lot of spin time, but it's gonna be enough. Bully Brain did kill the Roshan, did take the Aegis, and Juggernaut now on the Luna's ass. It looks like he should be fine. Go Black has returned to the fight. He's gonna push back TC. 19-14. Liquid taking a little bit better of an engagement there as far as the heroes are concerned, but Empire, they got the Roshan, and they most importantly they got it onto the Luna. Gold and Aegis all. Let's see if the silencer wants to do a second deny. No, it's not gonna be enough. 101 plus 27. It's hard to out deny that. Liquid, they take a couple of more heroes. They lose the Roshan. They give the Aegis to Bully Brain. Still, it could have been a lot worse for Liquid. They decided to take a fight when the Flaming Lasso was down. That really saved them a lot of hassle. This time the Global Silence did not, it actually did come out, but it didn't really do anything. My apologies for missing that one. Global Silence. Did it actually come out? It must have. 140? It should have. It might not have. I don't know. Who cares? Bot lane push, Empire. Liquid Fire, level 1. Not the most, but with 3 levels on the aura as well. They should be able to bulldoze this tower down. Top lane, Korok, gonna get this tower as well, and that's his Blink Dagger. Liquid now do have a little more initiation on top of the Clockwork with his latch in. They'll have the Puck following suit and Earthshaker. He's gonna rush his Blink Dagger as well, 700 away from that. 600, I'm sorry. So once Fluff gets that, Liquid could jump instantly onto Empire. They just have to watch out for Scandal, who does have the initiation. He's going to Firefly away the trees. Korok, you got to be careful. Blink forward. There's the lasso onto Korok. Ice Path going to follow through as well. The nuke damage should be enough to kill him. Yes, it is. Free kill onto Puck. The Empire going to push their advantage. Bulba still on the top lane. Going to send up some flares. Just minor harassment because Mech is up. Funnick still has that available to him. Shadow Poison coming out. IX Mike going to get the Demonic Charge onto Funnick as the spin does happen. TC going to go straight in for this Dark Shift, but he's a little bit away from his team. Does have his Omni Slash though. Is he going to pop it? Yes, he is. Going to get onto one, but then kill a whole bunch of creeps. That's unfortunate. Mech does pop, keeping silent as well as Funnick alive. Wall as well as Vacuum. Bulba's still in the middle of the fight, in the middle of the wall, however, and Funnick does get himself a double kill. Blink forward from Scandal, going to get more fire onto IX Mike. Should be able to kill him. Fluff is in the middle of the fight as well. Drop the Echo Slam. Doesn't have any more mana. He should drop as well to the Ice Path as well as Flame Break. TC spinning once again. Bloody Brain taking a lot of damage from this tower, but has the Aegis, doesn't care. And Liquid bleeding heroes. Empire taking such a dominating fight with that Global Silence. As well as that Empire initiation from Scandal. Puck was dead that entire time, couldn't do anything about that, and unfortunate Omni slashes from the Juggernaut. You got like one onto the Jakiro, one onto Funnick, and then the rest were on creeps. I guess you got a lot of CS from that, but the mech popped off, and that shouldn't have popped off if the Omni Slash was, you know, not total bullshit. I'd be pissed. I mean, the Omni Slash was kind of poorly timed. The creep wave was pretty much right here when the Omni Slash started. But still, I mean, what kind of luck is that? He could have easily gotten a double kill, but instead he didn't get anyone. RNG Dota, man. Sometimes it hates you, sometimes it loves you. But if you're playing Ogre Magi, most likely it's going to hate you. I hate Ogre Magi. I never get any multicast. It's really unpleasant. Clockwork slowly getting towards his mech. Korok does have a Blink Dagger, so as I said before, if Empire get the jump onto Liquid, Liquid is just going to crumble. Liquid, they really have to rely onto... Oh, there we go. The initiation onto Funnick, trapped in the cogs. Funnick, he doesn't have many options right now, but here comes support from Scandal. It's not going to be in time, however. Scandal going to go for IX Mike regardless. Empire has already lost one. Scandal going to bring IX Mike towards the high ground. Not in time. Going to drop him down to half HP, but 15 sick charges should be enough to keep him alive. And Liquid with their long-range initiation. Didn't even use the hookshot? No, they did. Melee range hookshot just to keep tabs on the enemy. But he didn't use it to initiate. He used that invisibility rune, so I guess kind of fake long-range initiation, but hey, it works. PC all the while farming the spot lane. With the Manta style in production, perhaps. Could go for a different direction with this Yasha, maybe just wants it for the movement speed. Phase boots and drum, that's a lot of movement speed, and really it's what you want for Juggernaut. You want mobility. You want to be able to spin around and escape and get in there. Because he does pretty sizable damage, especially once his blade dance comes up. So you don't have to actually build straight damage. You can afford to make a couple of detours. But even saying that, Yasha does give you some pretty good damage, so we do have that. And now Liquid with their third long-range initiation. So now they have the hook shot, now they have the puck blink dagger, now they have the earth shaker blink dagger. It's going to be all up to this Bat Rider. If he could pick up a kill before anything happens, then that's going to be huge for Empire. They could do exactly what they've done in this tier 2 tower, to slowly feed in Liquid heroes, because they will be disorganized. But if Liquid get the jump on Empire, it's going to be a completely different story. The silence coming out from Puck will be devastating, plus Dream Coil, plus Echo Slam, plus a stun on Clockwork, Cogs, all that unpleasantness. So Scandal, this game is in your hands, really. That does not say that Go Black does not play an important role. Global Silence with 5 seconds sounds. That is going to be a huge factor, especially if he's quick on his fingers. If Puck blinks in, gets silenced, that'll be absolutely huge. So Go Black, that's going to be his primary role. Make sure he does not get initiated upon. Because if Puck jumps in and gets the Waning Rift on the Silencer, then it's all over. Silencer is pretty much dog meat. But if the Puck jumps in, gets the Waning Rift on everyone but the Silencer, that means the Global Silence will come out, and that means Liquid's initiation is useless. I mean, Puck just jumped in. He's going to die because he doesn't have that phase shift to keep himself safe. Everyone else from Liquid has got to leave Korok behind, if of course, he's the first one to jump in. But it's actually the same story for the Clockwork. Whoever jumps in is going to initiate that Global Silence. One of the beauties of having such a fantastic counter-initiation spell from anywhere on the map. Don't even have to worry about getting 4 or 5 in, like in a Ravage. Once you press that R button, or whatever legacy key Go Black might be using, everyone's going to be silenced. Don't have to worry about positioning, you just spam the hell out of that key. He's also getting a little bit of intelligence, only 4, so not the most quite yet.
You know the drill.
Unless that's 14 and I just can't read it, which might be the case. Because it gets really hard to read because it's like white against white. Funnick might be in a little bit of trouble. Liquid all smoked up, looking for a team fight right now. They got to go onto Go Black. That is going to be their best option, but little do they know, everyone for Empire is around. No creep wave either, so the Echo Slam is only going to do flat amounts of damage. Level 10 on the Earthshaker, so not yet a level 2 Echo Slam. But it's not going to matter to their Shaker all too much. It still does a ton of damage. Flare is going to reveal the positioning of Liquid. Empire saw that flare come from the north, so they're going to head up there right away. And TC on the front lines. If he's the one to get pulled, he does stand a chance. If he spams that spin, he's got to be careful because Funnick is leading the way. He's going to catch sight of TC, Korok, and the sidelines as well. Funnick is going to find IX Mike. Who's he actually going to go for? Disruption. IX Mike going to burn everything he has onto this Darkseer. Firefly is up, and here goes the initiation from Korok. Going to get silenced as well as Go Black. Go Black silenced. They kill him before anything else. No, it's not going to be in time. TC, what? I don't know why he didn't cancel that Blade Fury this time, but whatever. TC going to make his way out. Going to try to get away. No Omni Slash in time. Cogs go up. Going to bounce everyone around, but already 2 down for Liquid. Empire very much alive. Echo Slam onto everyone, but it's not going to be enough damage to kill anyone. 3 down for Liquid. And Empire, they all walk away with their lives. Go Black going for the correct build. He knows how important he is. He's not going to go build damage items or Force Staff or anything. He's going to go straight tank. Earnest Shadows, lots of strength, a little more strength than Magic Wand. Basically everything he has in his inventory gives him health, 1500 HP on the Silencer. And Liquid, couldn't make the damage happen. So I guess the Blade Fury interaction is a little bit different. I don't know what happened the first time, I guess. Maybe Juggernaut stopped the Blade Fury. Poke in from Bulba. Where are they going to go for? They annihilated the illusions from Luna, but that's about it. That's 50 seconds of that initiation wasted. Ice Path going to miss. Actually, Korok decides to let it hit. But teleportation's onto the tier 2 top lane. Fluff stuff going to get pulled back. Fissure not going to be in time. The wall goes up. Flare's flying, but once again, they don't have enough initiation, at least not on cooldown. So everyone from Empire gets to walk away. 20-22 is the score as Empire starts to take a pretty good lead in this game. Blow Your Brain does have the Manta Style as well as Drum. Whereas Juggernaut is going for the same build. Doesn't have his Manta Style yet. TC needs to get a little bit more farm. That Global Silence, once again, wrecking the Liquid squad. There's nothing they could do. There's no heroes on their side except for the Juggernaut who could really sit there and be okay with being silenced. They have to fall back once that happens. And, well, Korok did a noble job. a noble attempt. He went on Gold Black straight away. Got the 3-second silence on him. Dream Coil as well, but at the end of the day, that's 1600 HP you have to burn through on Silencer. That might be the most HP on the map. That is not, it's not by like 30 HP, but that's because Darkseer, that's cheating. But yeah, Silencer, when you ask people what the cons of Silencer are, they say that he is very, very squishy. Not this Silencer. He's going to stay alive, he's going to get his spells off in the fight, unless of course TC finds a chance to dump an Omni Slash on him. That'll be a dead Silencer for sure. Roshan now has resurrected. Don't believe Blurry Brain has actually used that Aegis. I think it just timed out. Regardless, we see some pretty interesting items coming up from Liquid. Sage's Mask, Staff of Wizardry, that is a Yule Scepter. Puck packing a Staff of Wizardry as well. Could we be seeing a couple of Yule Scepters? It's a pretty good item versus the Silencer. Get silenced, you just throw yourself up into the air and they can't really do anything. And instead of running, you keep your formation. But Roshan now is going to start to drop. Player's going to scout all of them out and wait for Bulba to make that initiation. Everything is up for Liquid, I believe. Yes, it is. Still only level 10 ultimate for Earthshaker. And Roshan getting dangerously low. This is going to be it for Roshan. Luna with a double life now. Go Black. Even surviving that last fight, got himself a ton of intelligence. From 4 to 10. Now Batrider with the haste rune. This is the initiation that Empire really want. They don't actually need it because Force Staff, Blink Dagger, that's more than enough. They're going to make a straight push for the tier 2 tower. And it looks like Liquid not interested in defending that. They're going to instead hole up in their base. Yes, it is going to be one Yule Scepter, and I'm sure it's going to be another. It is going to be another. Very, very smart play from Liquid. They know that Empire have a very small window to dominate a fight. 5 seconds. If you could outlast that, you could you do it through BKBs, you do it through Yule Scepter, and that'll be their time for counter initiation, Liquid. Or if Batrider blinks in, tries to get TC or Korok, you just send that Batrider up into the air, and that lasso isn't going to be taking anyone anywhere. But Empire with a sizable gold and experience lead, they're still searching for kills. Scandal, Firefly, but everyone's scouted out through that flare. And now they have to fall back. TC, you gotta run, man. There he goes. Scandal gonna burn down all the trees. Constant surging on him. He's looking for anyone he can find. He's not gonna find anyone, however. TC gonna teleport back. And Empire, you can tell they want to fight. They have an Aghanim Scepter up on Darkseer. So even the Juggernaut's own illusion's gonna be turned against him. Everyone else, not really much of a factor. I guess the Clockwork is pretty tanky, his illusions. But Empire, they're instead going to fall back, get Blurry Brain a little bit more farm, possibly work towards BKB on him. So once he gets that, there's really nothing that Liquid could do to stop him. I'm sure that will be the next item for Blurry Brain. He's sitting on 3,600 gold, so he's almost there. And he's just farming better than this Juggernaut. Take a look at some net worth. Where is net worth? Y, right? Net worth. Luna leading the way by a sizable margin over the enemy team. Darkseer not too far behind. Tier 2 top tower. Last objective for Empire, and we have Scandal surged up with the Firefly. Looking for anyone he could find. Not going to find anyone. It's going to be another free tower. Might actually be a trade. TC with Healing Ward tanking up this tier 2 mid, but the fortification pops off and 2 teleportations in. Korok and TC, they got to get out of here. They hold on to their tower, and now Empire, they have all of the objectives claimed, all the tier 2 towers gone. Next thing they have to do is take a set of Raxes. They already have the Roshan, it's going to be up for a little bit more. Blurry Brain should have his BKB up. He's saving for buyback, which is great and everything, but I think BKB is actually more valuable. Well, I don't know. If he can stay alive in the fights, or if he dies and then buys back, Liquid still only have like a one-shot kind of team fight. Very high cooldown spells. They need the Dream Coil up, they need the Echo Slam to be up, they need the Omni Slash to be up. And Empire, they're just hunting. You see their wards claiming a lot of map control, and that sentry, unfortunately, just out of range for IX Mike. Has picked up his Yule Scepter. We're going to see if these Yule Scepters actually work out for Liquid. As of right now, both teams are farming. All their ultimates are up. Empire, they're going to want to make something happen with Scandal, who's heading towards a pipe. Once he has that, Echo Slam, not going to be as good. Puck, not going to be as good. And the maxed out Shadow Poison, not very effective either. TC needs to step up the damage game. But he simply can't. The amount of disable that's coming through is way too much for him to handle. 1500 HP on him. He's no silencer, right? Now it's 1700 HP with a drum as well. TC's still finding farm, but he's not finding farm as fast as Blow Your Brain. He now has 5400 gold. Outrageous. Should buy up the BKB, man, and make a straight push in. Because Liquid, they're just sitting in their base. I guess Empire, they have no reason to push in. Liquid's getting absolutely no farm. The only one in Liquid who's getting anything is going to be TC. Liquid, by sitting in their base, it means they're getting more and more behind as far as the golden experience is concerned. But you can see the supports for Empire still farming up. Veil of Discord even on the Jakiro. So a lot more damage going to go the way of Liquid. Funnick, Aghanim Scepter. Not many huge developments there. Oh, wait, Luna has something. Straight Butterfly. I would like to see a BKB, but hell, Butterfly's a pretty good item. I do like seeing Butterfly. Now with that Butterfly up, this could be, yes, this is going to be Empire's push. They're going to go straight down the mid lane. Blow Your Brain leading the way, shredding the creep wave with Glaives. Flare's going to hit him, but the Aegis is still up, and this is going to be high ground. Where is Liquid? Korok teleporting back. They got to go right now. IX Mike, though, going to get initiated upon, lasso in, and there's the Shadow Demon, dead already. 50 seconds off. Tower fortified. They're looking for initiation. Where's it going to be? Fluff going to jump in as well as Bulba, but the instant retaliation in the wall plus vacuum. Bulba's going to drop. Korok's going to drop. That could be it. TC's on his way out. Everyone on Empire is still very much alive. Fisher going to bring Blow Your Brain very low, but he has the Aegis. He doesn't really care. He's going to actually suicide to get himself a little bit more HP.
Another phase begins.
This tower has gone down. Raxes are going to go down as well, and looks like Liquid, well, they're in a little bit of trouble.
Radiant's mid-rags ain't looking so hot.
Rax is 1 down, Rax is 2 down. And everyone for Empire is still alive. They could slide right up to the top lane, right down to the bot lane, or just kill TC. Fisher going to fly out, and TC's doing some pretty good damage with that spin. But it's not actually going to be enough to kill anyone. Moving down to the bot lane, Empire, they want to take a second set of Raxes, and they could do so. Butterfly evasion helping out, but there's the Omni Slash. Once again, not doing enough damage. Pipe being popped off, and TC's got to run. Fisher from Fluff, going to hit onto Funnick. He's walled into the base, actually. Is he? He is. Funnick is trapped. Could they actually kill him off, though? The Yule Scepter not exactly helping Bulba, making another wall for Funnick, and Funnick is trapped. Like a rat in a cage. He's going to go down. And there, another latch in. Bulba going to pop off everything he has on the Go Black and Scandal, but there's the instant retaliation net. Silent is very, very low, but he's going to take 1 down before he goes down, maybe even be 2. TC, very, very weak as well, going to have his healing ward destroyed, and Scandal's just going to fly away. Blow Your Brain going to stand his ground against Korok, who doesn't have any spells available. Blow Your Brain will be alive, at least for the second. Now Korok going to send himself up into the air. He should have enough time to blink out of there. He will. Should. Come on. There you go. Blink north, actually. Still on skill on Blow Your Brain. Is going to claim it. And he's going to dodge that flame break. Bottling up. Korok might actually survive this. 4 down up for Empire, but Team Liquid, they've lost mid-Rax. They have to make something happen right now, because you saw that first fight. Liquid had great initiation. Echo Slam onto all 5. Hook shot in. Even though they lost to Shadow Demon prematurely, Shadow Demon can't really add all that much to a team fight. It's probably the best situation for them, for the Shadow Demon to fall. Because everyone else has a lot more of a bigger role to play in those team fights. And Empire, they'll just keep getting stronger. Life Steal up on the Luna. Whereas TC spent all his money on Diffusal Blade. So not exactly straight up damage coming from Juggernaut. Still not going to be doing as much damage as he really needs to. The reason I don't like Diffusal Blade on the Juggernaut is because, well, you see Blade Dance, it's a critical hit. And a lot of the damage from Diffusal Blade comes from the extra mana you burn, so it's not going to scale with that critical hit. Yes, you get a little bit of 22 agility scaling. But really, you want straight damage. Now Empire, they're going to wait for Blow Your Brain to be back alive. Looks like they're going to prep the bot lane. They bought the tower down to half HP last time. 1 more go and they can make it happen again. They have all their ultimates. Liquid should have all of theirs as well. But at this point, Empire should be far enough ahead to just make a straight push into that bot lane. Especially with Funnick almost at his refresher orb. 2 walls, Liquid can't even handle 1. Hell, they can't even handle 0. Even if the wall wasn't there, I'm pretty sure Liquid would have dropped very, very quickly. Fluff pushing out this top lane, just trying to force Empire back a little bit. 1 Ion Shell, and all of that is null and void. Even Jakiro building up an Aghanim Scepter. I think it just gives you more damage, the Aghanim Scepter. Kind of boring upgrade. Yeah. It's a lot of damage if you could keep him there. With a Vacuum, you could keep him there. Vacuum Ice Path. Rod of Atos up on Silencer. Yeah, this guy's packing a lot of health. 1900 HP. Is he now? No, he's still not the most HP on the map. Funnick, stop building so much HP. Let Go Black have the spotlight for just a little bit. Liquid. They see Silent. Are they going to blink forward and Dream Coil? Blink forward, Yule Scepter? No, blink forward, Dream Coil. Silent is in a little bit of trouble. Silence for another 3 seconds. TC can open up right away, and Silence is going to drop. A free pick off for Team Liquid. But Empire, they're going to be okay with that. Jakiro's crowd control is very valuable, but I still think they could take a fight. It's not going to be as clean. They're just waiting for Roshan right now. The Dream Coil is down. Not exactly the longest cooldown spell, but still you want to have that available to you, especially in a Roshan fight. Roshan is now up. So Liquid, they're going to wish they had this item right now. Orchid's going to help out a little bit. They could silence the Batrider. That'll be pretty huge. Or silence the Silencer. That'll be some irony right there. Roshan is going to be the next objective, and I do believe that Spoiler Brain with his Helm of the Dominator can solo it. Probably going to drop the drum, or I'll drop the TP scroll. Get this Aegis for possibly the cheese. Yeah, Spoiler Brain's going to start right away. Everyone from Liquid, they got to get over here if they want to contest this. First fight without Aegis on Empire didn't go well. You know, the one that was right outside their mid lane. Imagine that fight with Boiler Brain with a double life and someone else with a cheese, Darkseer or Silencer. Roshan slowly getting dropped down. Are they going to go on this? Flare's gonna fly, and no, looks like they're just gonna fall back. Not gonna risk it. And also, TC is a mile away, so you can't risk it. So now Empire, they do have another Aegis onto Luna, who actually picked up the cheese. Cheese is on the Darkseer. This Darkseer is incredibly tanky. And it's just going to be a straight push down the bot lane. Like, we're going to see this and try to pressure out the other lanes. But Empire still have all their tier 2s up. So even if Liquid get all the way to the tier 2s, even if they take the tier 2s, it's not going to matter all that much. Because it will barely make a dent in the gold lead that Empire has created for themselves. Experience is going pretty much the same way as gold. So straight push down this bot lane. Let's see if Liquid can make a miraculous team fight happen. They're going to need like Echo Slam on 5. Fissure on 5, Dream Coil on 5. They need everything to land perfectly. That is a very, very tall order. TC coming back. Korok getting roughed up by the tower. You don't want to start this half HP. Fortification slowing them down right away, but here's a surge onto Batrider. He's looking for an opening. Who's he going to find? IX Mike again? No. IX Mike taking some sizable damage from those glaives. That was just 2 glaives. He's getting shredded. TC's going to go into the front lines, but he can't fight Boiler Brain like this. TC is going to lose this fight. Bulba on the sidelines is going to try to get in the middle for the cogs. He's going to get it. Echo Slam is going to pop off, but not do anything. The pipe was up. Now Vacuum back into the wall. Fluffenstuff is going to drop immediately. Korok going to get lassoed up as well. Bulba very low. The Aegis does get popped on Boiler Brain, but that's the only casualty or semi-casualty. TC on the run, as is Bulba, and they're both going to drop. IX Mike somehow stays alive, at least for the second. One more hit. He's going to go down, however. GG is the call. Ice Path to take that kill. And Empire taking it with the Silencer pick. Global Silence wrecking Liquid's team fight.
Radiant's mid tower's getting banged up.
Wow, okay. So we might be seeing a little bit more Silencer in the near future, guys. Silencer worked out very, very well as that supporty role. And the bot lane didn't exactly go great for them, but they had power in the other lanes, and that really carried them through. Empire are going to take game 1 in this best of 3 between Liquid and Empire. Stay tuned, guys. The other games are going to come right after this. GG.